It's like 90 degrees out today. And my little fancy shop airflow machine that I scavenged from an old stick welder that I'm not using anymore is kind of a little bit lackluster in the airflow department, as you might probably imagine just from looking at it. So I still don't have any money, so today I'm going to go ahead and make a fan out of scrap metal. Now in a previous video I swapped out the motor in my belt sander for a table saw motor, and that made this thing way beefier and way more powerful. But that also means that I have an extra electric motor laying around, and I also have this thing that I had been using as a forge blower with the little manual thing, because it kind of does carry itself a little bit after you let go. But I figure I can make the drive system on that blower fan modular, so that way I can take off the electric motor and put it on a handle and turn it back into a forge blower if I want. But lately I've been using the propane forge more than the coal forge anyway, so I don't really need a forge blower. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that old was forge blower into a fan. So I'm trying to keep this simple and quick because I'm fucking burning up in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and screw this thing to that board, screw that motor down, and honestly probably try to use this sandpaper belt as a drive belt. All right, so real quick for the wiring on this, the ground is going to end up being attached to this, but I don't really need that right now to start it. All I need is hot and neutral. I'll do that at the very end. What I went ahead and did was turn it on and mark the rotation just to make sure I knew which way it was rotating. Now normally with a DC motor, all you have to do is switch to positive and negative to make it change direction, but this is an AC motor and it is not a universal motor. So it's possible to do this by switching the hot and neutral, but I wouldn't do that out here. I would have to go into the actual coil windings and be super delicate and precise to switch where that actual starting winding is going. That's the only way to actually change the rotation of one of these, other than just flipping it the other direction. So what I'm gonna do, instead of all that other crap, is, since it's rotating the wrong way, I'm just gonna flip the motor to face this way and offset this so that the belts are aligned with each other. Kind of lazy maybe, but it's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna work. Grind this shaft down until this pulley fits on there and call that a day. Now this is by no means a safe way to do this, and I'm going in real slow increments until it fits, so better ways, but probably could just drill a hole in here, but I don't want to count on being able to center that hole up, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I'm going to go ahead and make a Fresnel belt out of these zip ties. I know it'll work, at least for the time being, if I can get it tight enough. And that will hopefully save me from having to take much time with that adjustable V-belt that I have, which tighten this out of these that I can. Okay, first version. Definitely blows a bunch of air. Hold this, it's fine. So I just need to brace this lower piece and it'll be just fine. Probably shouldn't get my face that close to that. Anyways, it works. Alright, so I believe in honesty, and I shit you not, like the second I turned the camera off, this thing snapped. So I went ahead and threw that adjustable V-belt on there. These are just kind of a pain, and I also wanted to save this, but it's not like that's Dunzo's, and I don't imagine it's gonna wear too bad on this thing. I also have one running that machine over there that I modified, so I'd say this thing works, and it's really putting out a lot of freaking air. You can probably hear it. You can see on my face, maybe, with the hair blowing back a lot, and that's not bullshit. Like if I move over here, my hair stops. If I move back over here, my hair starts going. So this thing's really putting out a lot of air. So I'm happy with it. there now. One thing I did do is I went ahead and added this towel to the side of the intake port. As you can see, it sucks this out, the towel in every time, you know, as it blows. What that does is basically just keeps the air coming in a little bit colder, so that way when it blows it out, it just kind of conditions the air a little bit. I think that's called swamp cooler or something, but anyways, I'm happy with the way this thing turned out, and it seems like it's be a pretty doable thing. That little blower bit I literally got from the steel yard. They just have like a scrap pile of stuff, and they just charge by the pound for the scrap, and that was in there, so I'm like, oh heck, I'll take it. So I'm glad I finally got a use out of it. The forge blower, I kind of just used a shop vac after a while because it's easier, so that thing's finally getting some use. I will probably modify that as well to make it also a forge blower, because that is significantly quieter than the shop vac is. And it's nice to just have a quiet forge running, because, you know, the propane forge roars really loud. But anyways, now that it's nice and cool in here, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the forge, start working on stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.